In this lesson, we will talk about the length of messages and how important it is to keep them brief. When sending an instant message, the receiver is expecting to read the main point of what you're trying to say, without too much fluff or extra words. When messaging, we sometimes leave out words that are unimportant to make the main point clearer. We also abbreviate words, meaning we use a shortened version of them in text, such as the commonly used acronym BRB to mean Be Right Back. At the end of this course, you will learn how to keep your message brief by only writing the most important information and using abbreviations to get your point across. Enjoy it!
A written message can be very brief, meaning short and to the point. They can range from a few words to a sentence or even a paragraph giving instructions. Messages may also include abbreviations. Below are a few examples of messages that might be seen in the workplace. Call me, urgent. John called 10:15. Can you ring him back ASAP? His number is 00442392691324. Thanks. Milk, tea, and coffee for the staff kitchen. Delivery at noon. Hi, Juan. The keys to the store are with Gervais, the security guard. Now, when you enter, you will hear an alarm beeping. Firstly, disable the alarm by typing in 8834 and press OK. Then you will need to place your eye in front of the device. Wait until it beeps. Then you can enter the store. Slide 2. As mentioned before, abbreviations are commonly used in messages. Again, abbreviations are shortened versions of words and expressions. The following are some frequently used acronyms and abbreviations in texting. I don't know. IDK. I know. IK. As soon as possible. ASAP. At the moment. ATM. By the way. BTW. For your information. FYI. In my opinion. IMO. Message. MSG. Private message, direct message. PM, DM. To be honest, TBH. Thanks, THX. Sometimes these abbreviations are capitalized and sometimes they are not. Both ways are commonly used. Scenario 1. Read the following conversation between Rick, a retail shop employee, and the store owner, Terry.
Hi Terry, sorry to bother you so early, but I'm feeling terrible at AM. Do you mind if I come in this afternoon instead of this morning?
Hi Rick, thanks for the message, sorry to hear that. What time will you be in?
I think about 2, but not sure, to be honest. I woke up with a killer headache. I'll try to make it in ASAP.
Okay, let me know when you know. This is the third time this has happened in the past few months, by the way, so I hope this doesn't become a regular occurrence.
I know. I'm so sorry about that. I promise I'll do better. Thanks for your understanding.
Notice how in these messages both people are able to convey what they want to say quickly and efficiently by using abbreviations. Scenario 2. Now that you've seen a normal messaging conversation, take a look at the conversation below, where Rick texts in a way that is not suitable for messaging.
Dear Terry, I hope you're well. I'm writing to inform you of my absence from work this morning. I fell ill last night and have been up all night with stomach problems and bad headache. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am unable to come to work until this afternoon. I hope you understand. Thank you in advance for your support and understanding. Sincerely, Rick.
Sorry to hear that, Rick. What time will you be in?
Dear Terry, I regret to inform you that I cannot predict when my headache will be gone. Therefore, I am unable to give a time when I will come in, but I estimate around 2 p.m. I am aware that my attendance has not been perfect, and I am striving to be a good employee. I will absolutely make up for the lost hours by taking extra hours next week. Sincerely, Rick.
What was wrong with the way Rick was texting? If you notice that his texts were too long and formal, then you're right. Here are a few reasons why the language Rick used was not appropriate for messaging. His salutation, "Dear Terry," and sign-off, "Sincerely Rick," are not necessary in text messages. They shouldn't have been used. His use of formal words and expressions such as "therefore" and "I regret to inform you" means he is not using the right register. Messaging is supposed to be more informal than formal. The length of the messages is too long. Instant messages should be direct and to the point without too much fluff. He gave too much information here. It was not necessary to say that he has been up all night, for example. Scenario 3. Finally, read this conversation between Rick and Terry where Rick texts inappropriately again, but this time in a different way.
Ter, for your information, not feeling so good. Gonna come in this afternoon, my bad.
Why? What's wrong? You are scheduled for 9 a.m. What time will you come in?
I don't know, I have a cracking headache, impossible to know.
Rick, you need to call me ASAP so we can talk about your future at the company. Your behavior is unacceptable, in my opinion. Now, what did Rick do wrong here? If you thought he came across as rude, you're right. Here are a few reasons why Rick's messages, although brief, were too short and casual. His use of slang is not appropriate when talking to his boss. For example, "my bad" instead of "I'm sorry" is language that is too casual to be used with a superior at work. He also uses a nickname, Ter, instead of Terry, which doesn't show as much respect. He doesn't even try to give Terry a time when he will come in. His message conveys that he is not going to try that hard to make it to work.